All right, for my winner of the weekend, let's talk some World Cup, man. That game
Woo!
was amazing. I mean, I may never watch soccer again. It's not going to get any better than that.
Yeah, I came in right at the right time because I it was on and I was just kind of in and out, doing some stuff outside. Came in, took a break, and the fireworks started, baby. That was incredibly intense. To me, that is peak soccer. I don't know that it can get any better than that.
I'm with you. And there is, and it's not just soccer, it's in all sports. One of my favorite things is when the stars of the sport deliver on the biggest stage.
Yep.
And that's exactly what we got from Messi and Mbappe in that game. And you probably didn't get to watch much of the first half if you were doing work.
Right.
Argentina dominated the first half. They dominated like the first 80 minutes or so. I mean, and they undoubtedly looked like the better team. Now the penalty, yeah, did the Di Maria guy maybe trip himself? Yeah, but they were still dominating. But Messi ends up burying that, with them getting the penalty. The sequence of passes that led to the Di Maria goal was like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I was like, oh my God. That when people call it the beautiful game, totally get it. Totally get it when you watch something like that. I mean, they just look so much better than France for the majority. And then it all changed, man. France found life with the penalty. And that was something the guy from Argentina didn't need to grab him the way that he did, but Mbappe buries the penalty. And then like a minute later hits, I think did they call it like a volley when he kicks
Yeah.
it out of the air?
Yep.
Dude, that was sick. And all of a sudden you blink, it's like 2-2. It was, and the party was just getting started at that point, man.
Yeah, that's just that was the appetizer because after that, like the extended time was like it was slow and cautious for a time, but after Argentina scored, uh, that was a shootout. I mean, there was guys ripping balls from all over the place, shots on goal. Um, the handball there in the box that got the penalty kick was crazy, but there were so many things. The save late
The
is
kick
like,
save.
oh my God, that was incredible. I could not believe that he got that. That was nuts. And that flying scissor kick, whatever that was on that one ball that came bouncing out. I don't know how that guy got on top of that ball, but it was headed out. It's just everything. It was crazy. That was awesome.
There was part of me, right? Because Messi scores an extra time. Right. And there was part of me that was, first of all, a dumb thought on that. I did not realize how important the ball actually hitting the net was for me to like react to a goal and get excited. But that French dude that was, for whatever reason, he's like 3 yards into the goal.
Right.
Like the ball's clearly across the line, but he's inexplicably just like standing deep in the goal. And he robbed us all of the moment of Messi putting it in the back of the net. It's like he scored, but
Yep.
my body didn't know what to do. I didn't realize my emotional reaction and my response was so attached to the ball actually hitting the physical net.
Yeah. Yep. It's I don't know.
It
I'm
was
trying to.
weird. I
Yeah.
froze. I was like, I didn't know
Well,
what to do.
I thought he was clearly offsides. Now they reviewed like the later part of it, but I thought the attack right before that they were offsides by a long shot, but they never went back and talked about that one. And I hadn't seen it. Maybe there's an explanation why they don't. But yeah, the only thing I could think of is maybe that guy was in such a panic to get back and help and get on the line to help the goalie that his momentum carried him back across the line. But I was kind of thinking the same thing. It's like, it's kind of a weird spot to be in, But
Like, what are you doing? That's
right.
what my reaction. I was like, what's that guy doing? But
But it was a scramble as time was ticking down. Scramble. It was
oh
awesome.
my gosh. And
Back and forth, both sides.
the Messi goal, I had that moment where I was like, golden goal's better. Like if he scores right there, I mean, what a moment. He wins the World Cup for Argentina. Like it would have been crazy, but then we would have been robbed of all the drama that happened
I know.
afterward, where I was like, no, they're definitely doing it the right way.
Like that was really the beginning of the excitement, which is crazy. Because I
Yeah.
told my wife, I was like, well, Argentina won it. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I mean, they got the goal. They're just going to play super cautious. It's going to be really hard to score on them. Little did I know that we had like a shooting gallery coming up. It was insane.
Yeah. Now, Mbappe with the other penalty. We end up in penalty kicks. We've already had the penalty kicks conversation. We are both big fans of the drama and the suspense. And that Argentina's goalie, man, that dude's got some swag now. His celebrations were incredible.
Yeah, he was amazing. That one save that he had during the PKs was awesome. It hit him right in the chest and chin area. He almost got a couple more of them, man. It's shocking, like how fast that ball's coming, how close you are to it. Like you've got to make a move, and he's still like reacting with his feet whenever he's wrong. It is impressive.
Yeah. That was fun to watch. Now, ultimately, I think the right team won.
Yeah.
Right. With how much Argentina dominated the vast majority of regulation, but it was cool seeing Messi win it, man. I don't watch a lot of soccer, but he's one of the few soccer players I do know, and it seems like this is we talk about legacy quite a bit on here. That was big for his legacy. That was like the only thing he hadn't checked off, right?
No doubt. And he's got it now. And, obviously I do not have a big depth of knowledge when it comes to soccer and World Cup finals, but it's got to be one of the best ever. And to win it in that fashion is something that's impressive. That's cool.
I was talking to my wife about it. That is undoubtedly the best soccer match of my lifetime.
Yeah.
I've never been watching soccer and felt like that. Now you feel a certain way with like the United States women's national team, like when they're in the World Cup final or something, you're nervous, but it was, I mean, I didn't care who won at all. And I was into it, man. Like into it.
Same. And soccer is typically, maybe I shouldn't say typically, but a lot of the times there's like one or two big moments stretched out throughout a really long game. And so it ends up not like the game doesn't necessarily become memorable, like maybe a moment or two from them become memorable. But that what I witnessed today is something that like I'll always remember that long, like the last however what I guess it would have been 40 minutes or so of that was just like drama, one thing after another. And it just typically doesn't unfold like that, or at least in my limited viewing, it hasn't.
I felt pretty bad. And I know in the long run he wouldn't remember it, but I put my son down for his nap right before France drew the first penalty, like in the 80th minute. I robbed him of that.
I know.
And I felt bad, but he wouldn't remember it anyway. It's fine. It's fine. He's 1.5. It's fine. But
It was
yeah,
awesome.
dude, that was as good as it gets, man, for soccer.
Can you imagine though, like in the stands, like the fans, like how intense it is, and to go through that if you're Argentina to be up, and it's like we're partying, baby. This is easy. We're done. It's like, yeah, let's celebrate, and then
dude just flails his elbow. What was he doing? Tuck that thing in, man.
Take it to the face. Don't get scared.
Yeah. That was fun.
That guy was like, you want to, every now and then you do something dumb. Like I've done something dumb. I got the punt blocked against Kansas State, right? The national championship year. I that when I can't explain to you in a situation like that how you're over there thinking, dear God, just win this game. I don't care what else happens. Just win the game. That's it. That I know that dude was thinking the same thing. Like, we got to find a way because this is all coming back on me if we don't.
Yeah, I'm sure there was not a happier person in the country of Qatar than that guy. Well, that was fun. That's the most soccer we've ever talked, for
I know.
sure.
I know.
And it deserved it because it was that good. All right, for my